Hey guys, welcome to The Sports Entertainer. We have a ton of major wrestling news to share with you guys today, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on an episode. Dolph Ziggler debuts in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now there has been quite a bit of speculation recently regarding where Dolph Ziggler would end up, who was one of the more shocking WWE releases from September 2023, and well, to say that we've got our answer is a big understatement. Dolph Ziggler, or Nick Nemeth, made a huge appearance at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 18 event on Thursday, January 4th, along with his brother Ryan Nemeth, who works for AEW. Later on in the show, Dolph Ziggler proceeded to get in an altercation, or brawl if you will, with David Finlay after he had won the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Now, if Dolph Ziggler, or Nick Nemeth, has actually signed with NJPW, then this is a massive signing for the company, and there's no doubt that Dolph Ziggler would fit in fantastically in New Japan. This is a great move for Ziggler for sure, and the show-off essentially broke his silence after his shock appearance at the Wrestle Kingdom 18 event, with Ziggler clearly being quite emotional after his altercation with David Finlay in the press conference after the event, with Dolph Ziggler giving fans the following words after his surprise debut, quote, "Professional wrestling is about honor and believing in yourself and something bigger than you, a championship. It means that you are the one with the entire company, the world on your back. This title, this brand new championship, this global championship means more to me, and I've never even been here. You want to be a champion, you want to be a leader, you stand up for what's right, and you set an example for the rest of the world. You want to be the best, back it up. If you're not, I'm going to stomp on your ass and take this championship to the top where it belongs. I'm sorry, it's one thing to use underhanded tactics or do whatever it takes to win, and I get that, but Finlay is a spoiled child. If I see him here in the United States out on the streets, I'm gonna do what's right. This championship is going to mean something. This global championship is what separates winners from losers, followers from leaders. If I ever get a chance, and I don't know that I will, but if I get a chance, I will lay everything on the line just to show the world that this championship should be the pinnacle of success. I apologize, I'm so sorry, I don't even work here. Let us know your guys' thoughts on Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth seemingly making the move over to NJPW, and is this the right move for Ziggler in your opinion? This is a big loss for WWE. Now there is a bit of sad news to share regarding Drew McIntyre because it appears as though Drew is feeling quite depressed and very uncertain over his future in WWE following his loss on Raw this week. Now, as many of you are likely aware, Drew McIntyre once again failed to capitalize on a world title opportunity as Drew once again unsuccessfully challenged for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship on the special Raw Day 1 show this week, and clearly Drew has now officially reached his breaking point in WWE. For those of you unaware, Drew McIntyre has lost 12 title matches in a row, with McIntyre basically going 0 for 12 in big title matches since losing his WWE Championship to The Miz at Elimination Chamber 2021, which is absolutely crazy, and shows just how badly Drew's been booked in these big spots. Sure, McIntyre is sticking around near the top of the card in WWE, but he's continuously failing to recapture any world title, or really any title for that matter, including his failed pursuit of Gunther's Intercontinental Championship, which also count towards McIntyre's disastrous 12 failed title matches since his 2021 loss of the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre would take to social media earlier today, and McIntyre posted the following dismal video on Twitter or X. Take a look and listen.
Filming. Got all the messages. Sorry if I've not replied. I've seen what everybody's been saying. What's next for Drew McIntyre? Monday was all or nothing. The honest answer is I don't know.
Now this was quite a dismal video that Drew McIntyre put out on social media, but it definitely shows his growing frustrations in WWE. While you could make the argument that McIntyre's just in character and isn't actually upset about how he's treading water in WWE, and that his losing streak in all of his title matches is continuing, there's no doubt that there is some genuine feelings from Drew McIntyre there. It wasn't that long ago when reports were going around back in October and November of last year that McIntyre had yet to re-sign with WWE, and as many of you are likely aware, McIntyre's current deal that he has with WWE will be expiring sometime around WrestleMania 40 or this coming April, and if Drew still hasn't re-signed with WWE, then it is absolutely possible that Drew's on his way out of WWE, which in our opinion would be a massive loss of talent for WWE. Here's what one of our insider sources had to say regarding Drew McIntyre's status in WWE, and clearly they feel as though Drew is on his way out, and how it's such a big loss for WWE. Quote, "So we know that Drew McIntyre has still not re-signed with WWE, which is very telling. The company have been trying to get Drew McIntyre to sign a new contract with WWE since the summer months of 2023, and they have failed every time they tried negotiating with him. Reports went around in October that he hadn't re-signed, and we're still getting reports like that to this day, which is what's so telling about this situation. McIntyre's deal with WWE is up in April 2024, right around WrestleMania 40, and with the way Drew McIntyre continues to be booked, can we blame Drew for wanting out? Drew's on a 12 title match losing streak right now, which has been pointed out a lot recently, and that video after McIntyre's loss to Seth Rollins on Raw Day 1 shows that this is starting to get to him. Like, at this point, Drew's bad booking and his losing streak are really all that fans are talking about Drew these days, and that probably doesn't sit well with Drew McIntyre. In my opinion, WWE have dropped the ball big time with Drew McIntyre. Things started out great with Drew in 2020, and then it just seemed like WWE decided he wasn't World Championship material, all of a sudden, hence the losing streak. I mean, even if they didn't want Drew as the world champ, couldn't he have at least gotten a run as an Intercontinental Champion? I don't know, man. I think Drew McIntyre has basically made it known backstage that he's on his way out, is not going to be re-signing, and WWE have decided to use him as a jobber to the stars on his way out. I mean, if McIntyre had re-signed, maybe the landscape of Raw would be different. Perhaps McIntyre would be the World Heavyweight Champ right now, but he hasn't re-signed, and there's clearly a reason why, which if I had to guess, it's probably because Drew's been booked like a joke for years now, and he doesn't want to sign another long-term deal with WWE, where he might get a push right off the hop, but then once again get demoted and lost in the shuffle later on. Yeah, I believe McIntyre is leaving come April, and where does he end up? Probably AEW, but no doubt TNA Wrestling would be interested as well. Just a downright tragic situation with McIntyre, man. The guy has all the potential in the world to be the top guy in WWE, whether as a full-fledged heel or babyface, and this is how Drew's run in WWE likely ends. Just unbelievable. Let us know your thoughts on the legitimate possibility that Drew McIntyre is sadly on his way out of WWE this year following WrestleMania 40. Have the company misuse Drew and will regret booking him so badly to the point where McIntyre legit wants to leave the company, or is Drew McIntyre not going to be a big loss for WWE in your opinion? Let us know. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.